presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Off the play fake, Mallory. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on 2nd down, Mallory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down at 4. Operating from the gun, Mallory. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mallory. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those.
Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers, nothing. Let's get him. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Beast, baby. Let's do this. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Ready to die. Make him play ball, baby. Make him play ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Single, I got a single in the slot.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Mallory. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Gray. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mallory, he finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Mallory. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Able to find Willis. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to keep this again. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The former 3rd overall pick, Solomon Thomas, with a high motor that time, and the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Mallory. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mallory. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Charles Harris in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. Gray. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again here with Gray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Willis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Off-play action. Mallory. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mallory. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On third down, Mallory. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Anything, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game, and you know the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag.
We play to win.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Chargers on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. Mallory. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throw caught there by Willis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's great. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Willis. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a one-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.